back as promised with the Ukrainian pierogi, the prettiest of them all, Milla. Do you like pierogis?
I love them, actually. You have to come over to my mom's house.
Really?
Yes.
And she'll make pierogis are so
make
good.
Pierogi, borscht, I mean everything.
Oh, borscht,
everything.
cold or hot?
Cold, hot,
whatever.
Way you like it.
Beets, there they are. They're purple, and so is your eyeshadow.
Yes. My eyeshadow, well, sort of.
And not like a beet, though.
Let's get really close.
Yes.
Look at my eyes.
Because you can, okay, this is
Milla. Because Kennedy loves my eye makeup, so
I know.
I think we should really.
And she did it herself. No, the hands of a trained professional were not used on music. But Milla,
hopefully I learned something out of that modeling, right?
Because that's what you started out doing at a very young age. First you were a model, and then you were an actress and returned to music.
No, that's wrong.
You were an actress first?
No, I started acting when I was 9.
Really?
And I accidentally got my first modeling job at 11 doing acting headshots.
Wow.
So.
And they said, she's a pretty girl. And then in America,
I did a movie called Two Moon Junction, and then.
I saw that with Ellen Film when she had blonde hair.
Yes. It was great.
And
I'd watch it fall off every morning as she brushed it.
Really?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Ew, but she has such good eyebrows. And then you did the one with the pot smoking,
Dazed and Confused.
Yes. And now you've just released this album, The Divine Comedy.
Yep.
Now tell me, what were you expecting? Being a model actress, what kind of reviews were you expecting when the album came out?
You know, I guess it was hard because I definitely expected people to be really standoffish.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, when I went to do music, it wasn't for anything but doing music. You know, if I wanted to make money, I could model every day. So when I started, it was just because I wanted to express myself. So for me, I just felt like I was growing. This was my first album, and you know, it's such a natural thing that comes out. If people like it or hate it, it really didn't matter to me as long as I was able to make music.
No, people like it. You got like 3.5 stars in Rolling Stone. Honey, it's okay. Of course we all do. You have good songs on there. And you're a good songwriter. Yes, of course you do. Princess, yes, you've been blessed.
Princess.
Now, what do you think?
Princess, darling. Oh, Princess, honey.
I'm going to wear the tiara next. I'm going to be pretty princess. All right, we're going to come back and talk to Milla in just a little bit. You stay here because Soundgarden is up next. But she's got a surprise in store, so do stay put. This is who we're talking to. Milla! This is her album, The Divine Comedy, your first album. Now, you've been in movies and you've been a model, as we talked about earlier. What do you think you're better at? Being a model, being an actress, or being a singer-songwriter lady?
You know, gosh, I think really that all three of those are branches off the same tree. There's great photographers, there's great songwriters, there's great directors. You know, I just feel like if I was to say completely turn my head from anything, I think I'd be really ungrateful. If the opportunity comes along and it's right, and I feel like I can handle it, then I want to do it. I think, you know, life's too short to just limit yourself.
But is acting as natural for you as songwriting?
You know, it's hard to say because I haven't acted, you know, since Dazed and Confused, which I was 16. So I think all of my films...
And you're 19 now. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. But I mean, I think all my films were really prepubescent, and I wasn't mentally up here ready to take on a film role, and I wasn't serious enough about it. Music is the first thing that I've put all my heart and soul into, that I've focused on completely. So I think it's gonna work a lot more than everything else did because I was a kid. I mean, I'm still a kid, but I was even younger then. So.
Yeah, you were just a pup, a wee 16-year-old. What plans did your record company have for you originally? Because I read that they wanted you to do some goofy stuff.
Well, I mean, you know, I can't blame my record company. They're great, but it's just they were putting me with producers that really weren't catching my flavor, where I was coming from. They were just kind of giving me music to sing, and you know, it was just I was being heartbroken because, like I said, if I wanted to model, you know.
Sorry, no. The duct tape fell off of one of the lights. Don't worry about it.
No, but, you know, like I said, if I wanted to make money, I could model. So the whole concept of making a hit record and the hit this...
Then they wanted you to do like a 50s cover.
Well, to their credit, that was not EMI. I was approached when I was 12 years old to do a cover of a 50s track. You know, God, if I remember the track, it's so memorable, actually. Thank God I didn't do it.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's that 50s track? But
you'd be on Casey Kasem's disappearing list. Where are they now?
With Kennedy.
Milla. 12 years old and gone forever. Little Lolita of the
Over
Ukraine.
the hill. Yeah, somebody, one of the guys out there asked me if I was a supermodel. I said, sorry, man, it's over my time. I was an 80s model.
Yeah, I was an 80s model.
It's Kate Moss now. It's not about me. 19, I'm already kind of over the hill.
Cool beans. You're not over the hill. I'm over the hill. All right, then we're gonna talk to the lady of the Ukraine more with Milla coming up. So stay here. And up next is her video. You can see the lovely video off of the Divine Comedy. So stay here. Would you care repeating that? No, go ahead. I dare you. I'll give you $20 if you repeat that.
I had a dream that Courtney Love was my girlfriend. Yeah, but we were seriously 2 years or something, a serious relationship.
Milla, where would you guys go on dates?
Oh, man.
Goodness, Mike. Well, that question's irrelevant, and we can't ask that one. So now, now that we've gone into a controversial subject, I have a subject for you. You have come out and very verbally said, hey, I'm a pot smoker. I like smoking grass. I'm on the weed. No, do you think that's going to hurt you at all in the future, if you decide to be Senator Milla?
Well, definitely. If I decided to be Senator Milla, I think it would hurt me. But I think smoking is legal, and I definitely smoke cigarettes, which I'm going to quit on New Year's.
Oh, good.
On public television, I'm saying it. And I'm not going to go out and say, I'm Milla and hi, Kennedy, I smoke pot, and among other things, blah, blah, blah. But if people ask me, I'm not going to lie about it. I mean, it's not something that's dirty that you need to hide behind,
So you think we should legalize the grass?
Definitely. I think cigarettes should be illegal before pot is.
Cigarettes are just icky. They make you smell. And they don't do anything good. It's fun for the first couple weeks, but even the first week you
the last 7 years.
Yeah. Is that how long you've been smoking?
Yeah.
Since you were 12?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, man, no, give up that evil.
I'm going to. And I swear, this last tour with Toad the Wet Sprocket just did it because watching, Glenn, their lead singer up there, and just how great his voice sounds, and I really want to quit just for my voice.
He doesn't smoke, does he? Glenn's not a smoker. How was it on tour with them? What was that experience like with Toad?
They were wonderful. It was just such a great experience because it was the first time I was opening for a band that was first more my age and just, more my style of music. They were just such great guys. It was like watching Crosby, Stills, and Nash for the first time, just getting chills. It was so wonderful.
But not quite as bloated.
No.
Okay, Flaming Lips are coming up next, and we're going to talk more with Milla. We're going to get into the mind
Man, this thing is dirty.
I know, it's this Generation X dust in a bottle that we sprayed all over the place. Give it that apathetic look. All right, stick around. More with Milla. Coming up, Flaming Lips are next. Stay here. You don't use jelly. It's Kennedy, and we're talking to Milla. Milla was a model, and then she was an actress, and now she has released an album called The Divine Comedy, and you are getting all sorts of heaps and loads of critical acclaim and praise, and the critics love you, and they would be the first bunch to jump on your back and say, oh yeah, she's a supermodel, she can't sing. But you can sing, you write really great lyrics. Now,
Which I'll be showing you.
Yes, you're gonna perform in our next segment, Cooking with Milla. Watch her cook, watch her sing. So of the things that you've done, because we mentioned many things, what are you most proud of?
Well, at this point, my music, definitely, because it's been the most honest thing with me. It's just, it comes out. Every time, let's say I try and write, I'll try and write this kind of like a Neil Young song or something, and it never works out, and I just have to put it down. I mean, some songs have taken me over 4 months to write, so it's so personal, it's so special to me. I think I can definitely feel that way about acting, but I was so young when I was acting that I don't think that I took myself to the emotional level that a real actress can take herself to. With music I have, on stage I have, I felt like almost, on stage sometimes it's been, I could cry sometimes on stage, not because I'm so upset, but just it's so emotional, I'm so in the moment. Yeah. So I'd love to feel that with everything I do,
What's your next career move? Do you want to focus more on acting? Are you going to write another record? You're going to be an astronaut?
Well, this album is, you know, 3 years old. It was finished 3 years ago. So I've definitely got a new album. Hopefully,
have you already written all the material?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, more than enough. More than enough.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Are you going to work with the same producers?
Excited.
Any idea of who you'd like to work with?
Producers, schmoducers. I've got my band, and you know, they are just incredible musicians.
What about like other musicians? Are there any female artists that you look up to that you like to work with, or men, eunuchs?
Eunuchs. Gosh, it's hard to say. I don't know a lot of new artists out there right now, but you know.
What about old ones? What about like legends you'd like to work with?
Oh God, I'd love to work with like Neil Young. I'd love to work with Donald Byrd.
Okay.
I think Donald Byrd would be so cool. Put some nice Harvey Mason beats in the background.
Let's call him up after the show.
Yeah.
Invite him over for.
Hey Harvey, I know it's been a couple of years, but you know, we want you back. Actually, no, he did that Jazzmatazz album with Gangstar, so.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So, well, Donald would be happy to work with you, I'm sure. Maybe he's a Humbert. Okay. Well,
Humbert. Excuse me. I'm 18, all right?
I know.
I'm 19.
You're way too old to be a
Humbert.
nymphette.
Yes.
Okay, but in a good way. Okay, stick around because Milla's going to perform next. And right now, here is Pearl Jam with Even Flow. Well, hey again, it's Kennedy, and coming up in a little bit, we've got the Cranberries' latest. It's called Ode to My Family, and right now, as promised, here's Milla performing a brand new song.
With you, with you, with you, with you, I light the sky with a brush, bright. We'll shake a little now. This candy tree needs a shaking, so bring all your cuckoos and clouds. Be my friend, that word friend and I were on personal terms. I'll be your glimmer of a friend, like the sequins in my skirts. I friend you while your touch 3 days old still whistles in my skin, but it's all so soft and lovely with you. Hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you, with the flying fingers and the scent that lingers is of music. And then I thought it'd be a happy song. I guess we sang it wrong. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Be my friend, that word friend and I were on personal terms. I'll be your glimmer of a friend, like the sequins in my skirts. I friend you while your touch 3 days old still whistles my skin. It's all so soft and lovely with you. Crease in a crown now. What an invitation, what an exclamation of ours.